ever driven, is what he said. So of course, Sean and I decided to see what that means.
We had to test it out. I mean, I'm here in the passenger seat. It's pretty good. And Jack's been doing some testing here. What do you got?
I'm gonna do just a little flash drive on it and see how it feels.
Do I need to hold on?
I mean, you can hold. You don't have to hold on. It's not gonna be like violent or anything, but I want to give my impressions of this Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 1. The first thing I can tell you is that this is a very minimalist car as far as like what's really available to you. There's not a lot going on here. AC's pretty cool. It's not too bad. Not a lot going on here. This is old stuff. This is an old car, but it really does feel direct. The steering's got a little weight to it. It's not loose. It's not, what's the word? It's not numb. It's not without feeling. It has good feeling. The shifter's a little bit on the I would say on the softer side. It doesn't really necessarily have a really solid feel, but it's stock, I'm assuming. But like the newer ones are a little more solid feeling. Like, I don't know, maybe they use different bushings or something, but there's not really much going on here though, other than it's a turbo all-wheel drive car. So what we'll do is we'll do a little acceleration test. We'll see how this thing feels. I assume this thing is pretty stock. It only has an exhaust according to Roberto, so we're just gonna roll up in first gear, and then I'm gonna go for it. Ready?
Go for it.
We got a little boost light, and we're gonna get under brakes. Alright, that's all ABS.
I love that. Alright,
I like how you film the dash.
Well, you gotta film the dash for the brakes.
You gotta film that's going on. I had to like steer the car during braking.
That's not fun.
Anyway.
You want to see my point of view.
Right. So, yeah, brakes are okay. Everything seems okay. It's kind of like like I said, like a minimalist car. It's not a real like frilly car at all. But it's kind of cool because it doesn't look fast, so you can definitely surprise some people. It's peppy. We'll say that. It's peppy. I understand why Rudnick has one. I understand why Roberto likes this car so much. I don't know if it's my favorite car. I like FDRX7s, but hey, to each their own. It's not too bad. It's definitely something I would consider if I was in the market for a four-door, old school Japanese car. That's my take on
it. You heard it first. Jack Cecil, the man.
So here's the car from outside. You guys get an idea of what we're working with here. This is a nice little EVO 1. Roberto's favorite car, apparently. I don't think it's going to be here for long. We got a lot of response on this car and people want it. It does not have RPF 1s either, in case, and I'm not going to put them on there in case you're wondering either. So I do love RPF 1s. They are legitimately my favorite wheel for the money. I'll fight you for that. No, there's no argument there. You're not going to get a lighter wheel, same size, for the same price. Can't argue with functionality. But this car is still available as of this video, so gotta jump on it quick though, because I think it's going to be gone in the next few days. I definitely see a lot of positive response. The only thing it has, like I said, is that exhaust. I love the OZ wheels. I do like these wheels. I think they're really authentic, and it to me just is symbolic of this era. This car represented the homologation of racing for Mitsubishi, and it's a really cool gem to have. It also has Recaro seats, which is really nice. So no Bobo seats like the actual homologation cars, which had like cheap seats that they were just trying to get out, pumping units out. This one actually has Recaros, and they're in really good shape. They're not torn, so that's a treat for this car. Got a little, and it's got these actual Mitsubishi vents, window vents. That's really cool too. So lots to see. Nice, cool car. If you're interested in this one or any of the other ones you see on the horsepowerlogic.com website, make sure you give us a a call or drop an email and we'll respond. Now switching gears, we've got some American muscle on the dyno. The bald eagles are flying, the Mountain Dew is flowing, and we are tuning this twin turbo 2010 SS Camaro. This is a AGP turbo kit. Got meth injection. We're tuning it with HP tuners, so it's gonna be a seamless setup. It'll drive like stock. You'll just have an extra couple hundred horsepower, hopefully, or at least 100. It's running low boost for now. He's only running like 7 or 8 pounds of boost, so it should make north of 400 to the wheel. These cars make about 320, 330 to the wheel on this dyno. So if we can get to 420 or 430, somewhere in that range, we're doing pretty good with that little bit of boost. I'm not the biggest fan of the new Gen 5 Camaros, but the newer Gen 5 Camaros, I should say, they're not new. But I do have a first gen, so I got a soft spot for the Camaro. Either way, let's get this thing making some noise and see what she does. That was a pretty solid pull. As you can hear, it lit up pretty quick, and we hit 500 to the wheel. So 503 with 480 foot-pounds of torque. That's a pretty healthy little setup. I'm talking about 150, 160 horsepower over stock. She woke up pretty good with that kit. So if you got one of these, consider it. That's a solid number. All right, so let's take this Camaro for a drive now. This is the AGP twin turbo. We just got done. Made a little over 500 to the wheels on the dyno. See, starts just like stock. We got a tire pressure low light on. It's a 26 psi. It's not too bad. It's just not a leak. It's just a little tiny bit low. No problem there. Not enough to stop me from doing a little test drive. First thing we're going to do is turn off traction control completely, because this thing is not going to hook. All right, everything's off. AC on, everything's good. It literally feels and acts like a stock car, other than the cool turbo noises at this point. So let's see how it feels when we get into a little bit of power. Driving feels nice, real smooth. These motors are pretty stout from the factory. They're not too bad. So when you add the turbos to it, it really does wake it up. Looks like we got some stuff going on here, so we're not going to be able to do it here. We'll drive to the other side. The other side of Mexico. We'll put the windows down a little bit so you can hear the turbos, because this thing makes nice noises. And it's a crime to not capture that sound. Nice sounds. Alright, so we'll do a little 1, 2, 3 over here. second gear are completely useless. Figure that out. But once you get into third, man, it just starts to slingshot. And that's what we're looking for. I'm just getting ready to head out for the weekend. Everybody's gone, the shop is closed, everyone's quiet, Dusty's asleep, the Renly's asleep. I just took the Renly out for a little rip and it feels so good in the dirt. I can't wait to go on some trails. The weather looks like it's gonna be pretty decent this weekend, so I might make a push towards it if I have time. But another matter on hand is the Volkswagen clutch, the TDI clutch. I have been speaking with DKM, the manufacturer for this clutch, the clutch that I have in there, which is a single disc clutch. And after much deliberation and talking, here's the box for the old single disc right there. I still have the dual mass flywheel and clutch in there. After much deliberation and talking with them, we came up with a possible solution for the noise that's associated with the single mass flywheel. So realistically, what ends up happening is there's no absorption of that harmonic that's happening at low RPM, 2000 RPM, or idle. And that harmonic is possibly, I mean, it's not good, let's put it that way, but it's possibly resulting in premature wear on the synchronizers, as well as other parts in the transmission. So I'm at 13,000 miles with that clutch. It hasn't given me any problems at all. I'm pretty good about driving around the harmonic. I don't like hearing it, so I just aim for areas around it. That being said, after talking to them, they came up with a solution of, well, I'm gonna say we came up with the solution of trying a twin disc clutch. So what happens is the twin disc clutch, which is their MS part number for the TDI Golf Mark 7, the twin disc clutch, what ends up happening is it has more mass. And because it has more mass and because it has more area to work with, this clutch, in my opinion, will be a better fit for replacing the single mass flywheel. So I talked to them. They were nice enough to hook me up, and they sent me this clutch. So we're going to be installing this next week. So I'll talk more about it as we do it, and we'll see how it results. But long story short, this twin disc clutch should be the end all for the harmonic. I also have a fluid damper on my car, which you may have seen in some of my install videos. That definitely helps as well. So that in combination with this twin disc version of their upgraded clutch for the TDI, I think is going to be the magic ticket. So next week, stay tuned for that. That's going to be it for this one. That's going to be it for the weekend. Well, I might put another video out on Sunday, but I hope you guys have a good one. And if you guys haven't gone to Shaw or Carlos's Instagram and YouTube, go check it out. Carlos's Instagram, we're trying to get it over 10,000. Shaw's YouTube, we're trying to get as many as we can out of it. So it would be cool to see how many people are actually watching and following them. And whoever gets the most followers in the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna make sure they send out a merch pack to one lucky winner. So go over there, give them a subscription, give them a follow, and I'll see you guys next week.